Hey, we're live. Good evening, boxing fans from around the world. Thanks for joining us on the Friday night panel once again. Joining me, Cedric Ben, and my co-host on other shows, Mike Gore at 4. Well, let's see. Friday night panel. What are we going to talk about? We're going to talk about some fights that are upcoming this weekend, right, guys?
Yes,
Yep.
yes. The card.
Packed weekend.
And then our good friend Tim Witherspoon is going to be joining us in about 5 minutes, and he's going to be bringing on a very special guest as well. So before he comes on, let's go over what we've got to look forward to this weekend.
Definitely. Well, let's talk about the first card, man. Up is the Kid Galahad card.
All right.
Yeah, so we can't forget about that, man, against Kiko Martinez.
Yep.
And that's for the IBF World Feather title. We've also got Chris Billiam Smith, which is on that card, and that is against Dylan Bergeron, and that's for the EBU European Cruiser title. And also, Terry Harper is putting her belts on the line there, I guess, with Alicia Baumgardner.
Yep.
And that's for the WBC World Female Super Feather title and the IBO World Female Super Feather title. And also on the same card, we have James Flint against Dom Hunt for the vacant British Central Area Super Light title on the same card.
Whoa! What was the name of that belt? How many letters? Whoa.
Well, okay, the vacant British Central Area Super Light
right here.
Like 7 different things on there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Good
where is
evening, champ.
Paul?
How you doing, champ?
Wait a minute. Will you plug this in? This side.
Keep going, Mike. Keep going.
Yeah. So yeah, guys,
Hey,
on the same card, man. Like I told you, Dante Dixon is another name to look out for, man. He's looking to improve his fight record of 5-0. And he's looking to improve and keep that 6-0 and undefeated. And he's going to be facing Jordan McCory, and that's in a lightweight title. Lightweight battle. Yeah, man. This card is really like it's pretty stacked, man. This Kid Galahad.
Is this the UK card tomorrow?
This UK card, guys, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sheffield Arena, Sheffield, Yorkshire, United Kingdom. Commission.
Oh, Sheffield.
Yeah, we got a big one, man. Promoter Eddie Hearn, and you can see it on the DAZN.
Is Dennis White Hobson has anything to do with it?
No.
Well, I'm just saying. I used to stay at his dad's house. They both. I think I told you before. They both was doing promotions, but their dad got them into the scrap metal. They wealthy. So the father was in it, and then 2 sons, Andrew and Dennis, they got in it and made multi millions, a lot of money. But then their dad got on the bad side, and they were friends with him, but they wouldn't financially get involved with him. So I stayed at Dennis' house when I was training Clinton Woods. In Sheffield,
Clinton Woods, the light heavyweight. You were training.
Yeah. I was me, and he had a second trainer. He was gay. Second trainer, his name I forgot his name. The English guy. You remember that guy? He's like stocky.
I don't remember. I just remember Clinton Woods when he fought Roy Jones.
Oh, right.
But he was a good fighter though. He fought Roy Jones, so obviously Roy did his thing, but he was a good fighter. Definitely a good fighter.
He was loyal to his trainer, and a lot of those boxers over there, they it's hard to get them like a union or be hard because they loyal. The contract.
Yeah.
You give him a contract. One guy, he had the contract, and I said, "You're not gonna take it to attorney." I might have told you guys already, and he said, "No, I trust him," and he signed it right in front of me.
Wow.
Ooh, you never do that, man. You never do that.
Wow.
You always gotta read the fine print, man. Always gotta read that fine print.
But loyalty.
The Kid Galahad card, so that's 2:00.
Galahad.
Also, we got 2 other cards same night, man. Munguia and Rosado headlining.
That is gonna be a banger. Jaime Munguia versus Gabe Rosado.
Yes.
That has the potential.
Gabriel, that's my buddy. Gabriel.
Yeah.
A new chapter will be added to the classic Mexico versus Puerto Rico rivalry on Saturday. Munguia, who is now 37-0 with 30 knockouts, of Tijuana, Mexico, will put his undefeated record in WBO Intercontinental Middleweight title on the line when he faces off against the Warrior King Gabriel Rosado, who right now has
who's coming off a potential knockout of the year, former knockout of the week alumni in Rosado.
Yes.
And this fight definitely has the chance as to be like a Arturo Gotti, Mickey Ward type fight. So please make sure you pay attention to that one. Everyone listening up there.
Yes, there are a ton of there are a ton of good fights on this card, man. A lot of these guys, a lot of people don't know who they are.
Is that the main event? That one's the main event.
That's the main. Also, William Vincent Moraldi for the WBA Continental America's light titles, also up for grabs on the same card. On this card, though, we got Alejandro Reyes, who I've talked about. He's 4-0, looking to improve his record and stay undefeated. Also on this card, we got Diego De La Hoya, who is 22-1, and he's going up against Jose Santos Gonzalez, 23-9-1 in a featherweight battle.
Is he related to Oscar in any way? You don't hear that last name too often.
I know you don't. I know you don't. Honestly, I didn't even look into it, man. I don't even want to know if he's related to Oscar because it might taint my decision of who I think might win the match and who I want to win the match. So I'm not really, this card. There's not a lot of names on it that people know, but there are some guys here that got some big records, man. That are undefeated. So it should make up for a great battle, man. These Mexican cards. These guys, they kill it. It is promoted by Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions. So maybe Diego De La Hoya is related. I don't know, man. Now you guys got me wondering. Damn, now you got me wondering. But the card that I'm looking forward to tomorrow night definitely is the David Benavidez versus Kyron Davis card. I know there's no titles up for grabs on this at all, this card. No titles at all. But we have David Benavidez, Kyron Davis as the main event. We got Jose Benavidez Jr. and Francisco Emmanuel Torres as the co-main. And then man, we got a bunch of undefeated records, man, on this card. We've got Mickey Scala 3-0, Farid Nagoga 5-0, Jesus Abel Ibra, he's 11-0, and these guys are all looking to stay undefeated.
Somebody's must go.
Must go, guys, and they've been paired up with good competition, man. We have a bunch of journeymen that are going to try and let these guys improve their record, and we'll see what happens, man. Honestly, it should be a great card. Definitely looking forward to that top fight, though, man. The David Benavidez, Kyron Davis, the main event. You know what? It's all going to be how many punches can you count, man? Because Benavidez likes to throw them hands like a champ, right? Like he's definitely got that ability to just keep throwing and throwing and throwing.
Who's the co-main events on those on the David Benavidez one and also on the Jaime Munguia one? Who's the co-main event?
Okay, so on the Benavidez card, the co-main event is Jose Benavidez Jr.
Who fought Terrence Crawford a couple of fights ago, I'm pretty sure.
I believe, yes, he fought Terrence Crawford back in 2018. That's how long it's been.
Okay.
Benavidez Jr. hasn't been in the ring since 2018, back in October 13th of 2018 when he fought when he fought Terrence Crawford, and and in a 12 round, and it's just the way it went, man. Benavidez was down in round 12. He didn't come up with the but before that he fought Frank Roja. So he's been out of the ring a while, man. I think ring rust might be a little bit of a factor, man. 2018 to 2021 being out of the ring, I've been staying. Like we had our interview the other day with Brandon Derard, and he said the same thing, man. Like the only reason why he was not so ring rusty is because they kept him in. They kept giving him hope that he was gonna have a fight soon, so he kept training. We don't know how Benavidez Jr. did. So it's definitely going to be a test on that card for sure.
I'm assuming. Well, he has both of his brothers box, so I'm assuming they just do some random sparring at home anyway.
I'm pretty sure they've been boxing the crap out of each other for a while. So,
I'm pretty
You
sure
heard of positive ring rust?
yeah.
Have you heard of positive ring rust before?
No, I haven't. What's positive ring rust, champ?
That's when, real quick, that's when a boxer is winning everything, getting all the money, happy all the time, and he gets bored and stops and don't train as much, and then he don't look as good in his fight. I thought that Canelo didn't look that sharp, like he used to. I think he knew he was going to beat the guy. So I don't think that he's ring rust or what I just got finished saying.
Yeah.
But tired of winning and not tired of winning, but just keep on winning. Yeah. And you know, he just stopped training as much. So man, you know, the guy, the guy, when I looked at the fight, I said he don't look as sharp as he usually do.
No.
Canelo. To you, did he look sharp to you?
He looked like he was trying extra hard for the knockout earlier on, which kind of throws you off instead of boxing.
I think he was doing what like I did too at certain times. I know I could get this guy, but I just be throwing everything. I don't stick to my traditional stuff.
Yeah,
that's what threw me. That's what woke me up. It's not his traditional sharpness and everything. And then I said, nah, he probably just taking this one, and then when the big one come, he'll be ready.
You hear a lot of fighters say that. Maybe you can speak on this a little bit too, because my favorite fighter of all time, Roy Jones Jr. When he fought Antonio Tarver, he said, one of the reasons why he wasn't, he said he couldn't get up for the fight because he was at the height of his career. He cleaned out middleweight, cleaned out super middleweight, cleaned out light heavyweight, moved up to heavyweight, beat John Ruiz, and he should have retired then at the height of that, but he decided to come back down to light heavyweight, and cutting 25 pounds of muscle that takes a lot on your body, and you could see it in his performance. But anyway, the reason why I brought it up is because after the fight, he said he not that he couldn't train, not that he couldn't train as hard, but he wasn't as into it because it wasn't like a motivating fight for him. Like it wasn't like everything on the line. So I see what you're saying. Like, some fighters, they don't get up. They don't get up for certain fights.
You know what? Honestly, I think Canelo's just really, really tired, man. He's already told me to don't expect to see me till May of next year. he's already said, you're not
May of next year.
Yeah, May of next year.
Cinco de Mayo, like the next May coming up, not 2 years from now.
No, like next year, coming up 2022. He said he's going to take some time and recoup, man.
That's symptoms. That's symptoms of what I was just saying. Yeah,
he did fight. I don't know 4 times this year, I believe it was. So,
he must be really rich.
It's a pretty hotly contested division, though. There's probably some fights to go on in between now and then.
Yeah. 168, definitely.
That division's huge, man.
Yeah,
division's huge.
Like I said, David Benavidez, I really think this weekend is going to be a good. Right now it's basically it's the sweepstakes for the Canelo sweepstakes. Who's gonna earn their shot at the Canelo sweepstakes? So all these guys that win, they have to prove. They have to put on good performances to show that it would be a good fight. So David Benavidez, he has a little bit of pressure on him this weekend to perform, not just win. We're expecting him to win, but he has to look good in the win to show, to give people a reason to say okay, this guy could have a shot at beating Canelo, right? Just for that reason.
Honestly, this Benavidez fight is going to be huge. Against Cairo Davis, it's going to be a great match, man. Definitely want to watch.
What network?
That it's a show. It's a Showtime Premier Boxing Champions live on Showtime.
Okay.
That starts, I believe, is 9 p.m. Eastern time. Same time as the Munguia card, which is going to be on the Zone. So we'll be able to watch both. Hopefully, you can focus your eyes to 2 different screens, guys. I know I'll be doing my damnedest to try and watch both at the same time. So, because we got to report on these knockouts every Sunday, and I know there's going to be lots of knockouts this weekend.
Yeah.
Man. You wanted to know the undercard for Munguia. So that's going to be Areli Monsino versus Jackie Calvo, which you know what? I don't really
Those
know.
males or females?
The name sound like it, right?
But honestly, I believe it's going to get switched around. I believe it's going to be William Zepeda, who's 23-0, versus John Vincent. John Vincent, which is for the WBA Continental America's light title. That should probably be the undercard, or sorry, the co-main event, with Munguia and Rosado being the main event, man. Which Rosado is coming off that amazing knockout, man, over the bully, man, Melikuzin.
Yeah.
Bektamir Melikuzin.
That was a big upset, and that was an upset too. Not only like knockout of the week, like potential knockout of the year, but it was also probably upset of the year so far.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Damo put a blemish on his record. He wasn't expecting it. Melikuzin was supposed to go in there and just run house, take some kick ass, take some names, kind of thing. And you know what? That's not what happened, man. It was
face first.
It was a big upset, man. He went to sleep, and he went to sleep in a fast fashion, man. I'm telling you. And you know what? That was for the WBA and the WBO Intercontinental Super Middle title, the Continental America Super Middle title, and it was also for the vacant WBO International Super Middle title. And that KO in the third round, man. People are still talking about how exciting it was to watch, and what an upset that was, man. What a big upset.
So what network? The problem with me is I'm behind, and watching a lot of fights, different networks and all that, and that would be really helpful too for me to and other boxers too. We're not up to date. You got everything down packed. And I'll just hear, this fight. Those guys, I don't even know. I might have seen them, but I don't even, you right on top of it. And I would like to be on top of things too. We need help.
We'll give you the passwords for the platforms we use so you can watch all the fights with us.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Okay, so that's what you be doing, watching the fights on them days?
All the time, man. All the time I watch the fights, champ. Anytime I fight, I watch it. I search the internet for them and watch them. I watch them on Twitch. I watch them on, links on Twitter, links in their Instagram. It doesn't matter. I follow all the fights that I can follow, whether it's here, whether it's on the other side of the world. Yeah. And that's how I find out these guys. And that's how I found today's female, man. That I profiled on Female Friday. This wonderful German girl who's coming up.
She tough?
Oh yeah, she's tough, man. She's tough as nails, this girl. She's undefeated.
Germany.
4 knockouts, man. She's just been on German soil. Her last name is Manz. And honestly, she be on the lookout for this girl, man. If she finally gets some fights over stateside, I think she's going to be a force to be reckoned with, man. She's got great defense. She's got that ability to pull those Canelo moves and not be hit. And she knows how to use that jab to set up that thunderous right hand she has.
She got a straight right hand.
Oh, she's got that straight right, man, and you hear it snap and pop, and it's brilliant. And she's young, man. She's in her late 20s, so it's only.
So I can see her on YouTube.
Oh yeah, you can check her out on YouTube.
Shania, my secretary. I'm trying to get this name down. Oh,
let me switch gears for a sec.
Okay.
Did you guys notice that Eddie Hearn signed another Australian boxer to his matchroom? Heavyweight. He signed a heavyweight, 19-0 Dempsey McKean.
No way.
Yep.
Wow.
And he made a statement when he signed that fella. He said, "We're looking to expand into America. We're looking at more potential talent from America as opposed to focusing solely on English or Australian fighters."
Interesting.
There's the link right there to Naomi Manz. You can check. There's her YouTube fights right there, champ. If you want to click.
Where you send it to?
You know what? I'm gonna get the producer to send it to you right now. He'll send it to your phone on your WhatsApp.
Okay.
And then,
okay.
then you can click it, you can see it. You'll like this girl, man. She's tough. She's a tough girl. She's coming.
Is she old? If she old enough?
Oh, she old enough, baby.
I'm just playing around. I'm just playing around. You know,
she old enough to be knocking people out.
I got 5 daughters, so I respect women. I got 5 of them. Ain't nobody better mess with my babies. It'll be a rumble. I barely seen their boyfriends.
Yeah, it's because they don't want to see
why.
you.
No. I'm cool. I can get along with everybody, you know.
So we were talking about the women today, actually, and because there's a couple of fights in Montreal coming up, and one of them features 2 Canadian women, and then we were mentioning Jessica Camara, and her victory last night. The women are really coming up strong.
And Dolly, a friend of ours, I'm going to try to get her back on the show. She had her fight. I believe that was last night as well. This girl, Naomi Manz, she's fighting tonight over in Germany. So definitely hope she stays undefeated. But,
Naomi Manz. Okay.
Yeah, Naomi Manz. Yeah, check her out, champ. You'll like her. She's got that ability. She's got that ability. She's got that punching power, and she's fast.
No, I know you mean boxing wise and all that. Yeah. I'm too old to be. I'm just trying to. Naomi Manz. How you spell her last name?
Mannes.
Mannes.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it. Es Naomi. Okay, I got you.
Perfect.
I got you. I'm gonna check that out.
So what have you been up to this week?
Hey, I'm not trying to know. I gotta make.
Stay up to date. Try to stay up.
I gotta make money. I gotta make money to take care of me and the kids. All that other stuff. That other stuff is crazy. It's not crazy. I'm more interested in doing better. That's all. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm not no pervert.
You have 5 daughters.
Big news.
5, yeah.
Big news. Maddie Harris has agreed to come in and join us for an interview. I'm trying to set it up for next week, guys. So guys out there, watch out for Knuckle Up, man. We're gonna get Maddie Harris, 6'8", new heavyweight. 6'8" new heavyweight. Remember we were talking about him a couple of weeks back.
Yep.
Sleeping in the caravan in his trainer's driveway. Mr. 6'8". He enjoyed the segment that we did on him.
He's gypsy. He's gypsy.
No.
Well, you said sleeping in a caravan. So
he's doing that just to survive, just to get it there and do what he needs to do.
Okay.
6'8" kid. The 6'8" kid is dedicated. He's a big boy, and there's a lot of these guys that we've been talking about over the last little while, man. That there's these monsters that are just starting to come out of the woodwork now, and who are just starting to debut in the heavyweight division. That heavyweight division is soon going to be nothing but a bunch of tall, big, monstrous guys, man. These guys are all, I don't know, man. I don't know what they're putting in the food these days, man, but they're definitely making kids huge these days, man.
So speaking of the heavyweights, one of the other news items that popped up this past week was the fact that Anthony Joshua and the Usyk camp are actually now negotiating where they're going to have their rematch. And that opens up the door for Tyson Fury to fight Dillian White sometime next year. So that heavyweight, the top end of that heavyweight division is going to shake out a bit.
Yeah,
Dylan's tough. Dylan, listen, I'm going to tell you something. All Dylan need is to tighten his defense up. I'm telling you. I was over there with Dylan. I was over there in his training camp watching him and I talked to him. He's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy. Dillian White would have beat Joshua if his defense was tight. He got caught with that shot.
Yeah.
Dylan, I was impressed with his heart, and he just needs some more skills. Defense, that's all these guys need. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder both went down twice. Something wrong with their defenses.
Yep.
Something wrong with their defenses. They both went down twice and 3 times. I can understand getting shot and go down maybe a couple of times. Because how you go down, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So. Yeah, tighten that defense. If Joshua tighten his defense up, Joshua or Dillian White, it's going to change the way things are. I'm telling you, he don't get hit as much, but he punch and everything. And you got Tyson Fury and them just casually going around like this, faking, and you got Deontay Wilder like this. Hey, I'm telling you, it's just a matter of not getting hit.
Right.
Yes, yes.
I'm just watching them, man. I'm telling you.
I don't know if you guys heard, and all the people out there watching, I don't know if you've heard yet the news. Clarissa Shields will be jumping back in the ring.
Yeah.
Looking very excited for that one, man. GOAT, boxing's first ever undisputed world champion of 2 weight divisions, has signed a multi-fight 7-figure deal along with her longtime promoter, Salida Promotions, with broadcaster Sky Sports and the next generation promoter, Boxer. Boxer's been doing big things. We did a whole week, actually, Graham, on Knuckle Up, where I featured a bunch of new and up-and-coming fighters to watch out for, who have all been picked up by Boxer. Boxer's doing big things. They've just got this deal done. This is going to be great, man. Undefeated 3-division world champion Shields, 11-0, will enter the ring in the Welsh capital city in a mandatory defense of her WBC world middleweight title, in which she will also put her WBA, IBF, and WBF titles on the line against a 26-year-old from Flint, Michigan.
No, she's the 26th from Flint.
Sorry, yes, the 26-year-old from Flint, Michigan will defend the previously unbeaten, then IBF World Super Welter champion Marie-Eve Dicaire. We were talking about that. That's huge things. Can't wait to see this one. Shields is the only one of 8 fighters in the 4-belt era to have been an undisputed champion in not 1 but 2 divisions, man. She's the only one ever.
What's the date for that show?
The date for that, I believe, is December the 11th. December the 11th.
And that's she's a co-main event, right? There's someone else fighting that night.
I believe there is somebody else fighting on that same card.
Yeah, it's Cardiff, right? In Cardiff. There's some Welsh champion going up against some English champion that night.
Right. So it's gonna be a big card, man. I can't wait to see this. Flint, Michigan's in the house again, eh?
Yeah.
Let's see what the GOAT can do.
Larissa, she's a special fighter. She actually fought on one of our club shows when she was an amateur, like one of her first couple of matches.
She's taking on Emma Kozin, who is 20, whose record right now is 21-0 with 1 draw. The headline event on that so far, what I'm seeing, is Eubank Jr. versus Liam Williams, and that's going to be that's looking like the main event for that card.
Yeah.
So definitely some big things going on in the boxing world. It's getting to that time. It's end of the year, right? We gotta tie up all those loose ends. A lot of these camps, they don't want to enter 2022 with any loose ends. They want everything tied up so that they can keep that game plan and their fighters on those tracks to those title events, man. I
even noticed there's a fight on December 25th, Christmas Day. No rest for the wicked, man. They're they're keeping them going. And then
2 days before my birthday.
Cool. You know what the funny thing is we were talking about this earlier. Not just Boxer, but other companies like Probellum, Universum. There's some big companies emerging in the sport that are taking on these young guys, taking them up through the rankings, and I think the landscape's going to change next year. We're going to see Top Rank and Golden Boy and Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Company continue to do well, but I think they're going to see a lot of competition for these new young up and coming management companies who are taking on some really good fighters.
Oh, okay.
Creating lots of opportunity for potential trainers in the market.
do you guys think Clarissa? She's hype all the time. What do you think? Like Tyson was hype. Remember when Tyson was hype? Yeah, she's got that same energy, right?
Controlled aggression. Controlled aggression,
man. She's ready to do it, and she's ready to do it big, and she's ready for women's boxing to make that statement that it needs to really make, and that's the point to where we stop calling it women's boxing. She's down for that, man, and she's definitely set records, man. There's nobody else who's been an undisputed champion in two weight divisions.
Well, who's waiting for after? Assuming she wins, who's waiting for? Is it Savannah Marshall?
I believe so. They've been trying to get that fight going forever.
Savannah Marshall was the only person to beat her, and I think that was at the Olympics.
That was in the Olympics. The only person to beat her. But Savannah Marshall.
At the Olympics? Are you sure? I don't think because she won 2 gold medals. I don't think she lost at the Olympics.
Okay. But then she was an amateur when she lost. It was
not at the Olympics. My bad. Sorry, guys out there, Mr. Fact Checkers.
I lost in the amateurs in the amateurs, but when I turned pro, it was much easier. It was much easier, So like I fought Marvis Frazier in the amateurs, and he had way more experience than me. But then when I turned pro and got those skills right, I don't think they wanted to have a fight with me, but they did. We did fight in my fifth amateur fight. It was my fifth. Yeah, my fifth amateur.
Quick
fight.
question: what could you just briefly explain the difference that you saw between amateur and turning pro? Like how did you have to change your style, or what did you have to switch up to get ready to fight pro?
Okay, I think a lot of things slowed down. We're in the amateurs, we had to be throw a lot of punches, and I wasn't even an amateur a year.
Really?
I was just only had 7 fights, so maybe a year and a couple of months. I was an amateur and I turned pro. So, but I knew that I only had 7 amateur fights. I had 5 wins and 2 losses. And you had to throw a lot of punches to impress the judges. We in school, boom, boom, boom. But when you turn pro, it's more technique. To me, it was more technique, getting out of the way of punch and delivering a punch. Whereas though when you just had to throw punches, and let me see, I don't know if there's a lot of other people were concentrating on a lot of defense. It was mostly like throwing punches. But when when I turned pro, I was slowed down. So I can miss the punch and deliver, and then just be on time with my punches instead of just throwing them anywhere. So it was a big difference.
So you focused more on developing your defense too, because it seemed like a lot of the people from that generation just focused on entertaining the crowd and just taking one to give 2. But obviously the reason why you lasted that long and the reason why you can still talk normal today.
I don't know about that. No, I do talk. I'm okay. I'm okay and everything. But I was glad that Slim did teach me defense. He taught me how to keep and kept telling me to keep my hands up. Where a lot of trainers was out there saying, speed will beat anything. Like hit or don't be hit. What was the best defense is offense. And I didn't know what that was then, but now I'm looking at it and saying that's not correct.
No.
Yeah, you'll get if you want to throw all those punches just to keep somebody from hitting you. Oh, that's hard. That's hard. So I found out that a lot of trainers say that because they're not really good at defense. That's what I found out.
Yeah, exactly.
So they just say that because they can't teach. This what happened in the old Passion gym where I was, where right down there near the Italian market where Sylvester Stallone made the movie. That's where I went. Yeah, that's where I first went, and there's a lot of knowledge in there. Jimmy Arthur and Slim Robinson, old Peg Leg Baked. He was one of the old guys. Yeah. And you see, and it was the Rocky. Did he make the movie there? No, I don't think he did it. He went up in the Northeast and did it, but I think they was going to do the old Passion gym. So it was pretty cool experience.
I just read that they're re-releasing Rocky 4. I think that was the one where he faces the big Russian.
Ivan Drago.
Yeah.
I heard them say something right on the radio before it came about an hour. So that's what it's about. No, that's what it's about, right?
So it's still in the headlines.
Yeah, they was talking about Sylvester Stallone right before me and Shania came home.
Hey, isn't Joe Frazier from Philadelphia too?
No, I'm the only heavyweight champ born there. Ali's from Louisville, and Joe is from South Carolina, but I love them both. I love them both. They lived there. Ali lived on like the suburbs, and Joe lived I think Joe lived on the outside too, but his gym was inside. Ali had his camp up in the mountains, but I was born there. So y'all guys got to give me some credit. Not credit. Not credit. But I was born there, right in South Philly. Right where the Italian market. I told you this before. Right in the Italian market, right 10 minutes walk. Just walk right to the Italian market. Italians, Irish, Jewish, all types of people. Where I was from, right near the football stadium.
Wow. So with the new Rocky that you guys were talking about, okay, I did a quick little research because you know what, I had to. So What it is it's a re-release. 40 extra minutes has been added. It's an extended director's cut, and it's being shown in theaters for one night only. Yes, November the 11th, and it's available for rent on demand November 12th.
Wow.
So,
Wow, man.
Yeah.
I just was trying to real quick. I was just trying to get involved, and I met him. I walked the carpet with him one time. I was just trying to just get me in somewhere in that movie. I'm the 2-time heavyweight from Philly. That's all.
You should have been in that, man.
You didn't get a cameo?
Huh?
You didn't
My
get a
son
cameo?
did. My son did.
Yeah.
My son was in there. They put him in there in the gym, like boxing in the background. But they could use me, man. Come on, do another one. Just give me 5 minutes. That's all. Hey, just give me 5 minutes.
Give me 5 minutes in the room, and I'll make sure.
I sat with him and Michael Hasselhoff and the thing, man. It was nice. And I told y'all guys already. And that girl, the girl and Arnold. No. Willis and the girl.
Demi Moore?
Yeah, is that her name?
Yeah.
Demi Moore? Well, I don't know who he's married to nowadays, but
No. Willis and the girl that played on that show, Different Strokes. The girl, there was Willis, it was Arnold, Willis, and the girl.
Oh, you're talking about those guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Dana Plato.
Yo, that's her. Yeah, that's her. And I was with them. It was cool. We had fun. Yup. Arnold wasn't there. Young, whatever they call his name. What's his name?
I can't remember his name either.
See?
What was that little fella's name? Well, he's probably a big fella now. Maybe
I couldn't believe how Michael Hasselhoff was really nice. He was cool. We were in there, and he was really nice. We was talking to him, and Sly, he was cool too. But everybody was all on him, and the place was in a big suite. They had all kind of food and drink. I was like, this is what those guys be doing, huh? Having all that fun.
Hey, Mike,
You guys are talking about Gary Coleman, by the way.
Oh,
Gary Coleman. Did he pass away? Yeah. Gary Coleman.
Yeah.
He wasn't there though. It was Willis and the girl.
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah, we just talking about Willis. We just talking about Willis.
Is he out of jail yet? But,
Oh my gosh.
if you're Googling stuff, Google whether Joe Frazier made a cameo in one of those Rocky movies. I'm 99% positive he did.
I think he did.
I'm pretty sure he made a cameo in, I think he was just sitting like ringside or something.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think he did.
You found something?
Yes, Joe Frazier made a cameo appearance in Sylvester Stallone's hit. And then the movie used a couple of Frazier's training habits that have been turned into iconic scenes. When Frazier was younger, he worked at the slaughterhouse where he would punch sides of beef, which became a training scene in the movie.
Wow.
Yeah, he did that. Yep. They showed him doing it, hitting the meat, right?
Yeah.
And everybody in Philly knew it. Everybody knew it.
Wow.
I said, man, maybe we should go there and try that. People actually tried to do that.
My dad was
serious.
a butcher. My dad was a butcher for many, many years, and it takes those sides of beef are big and heavy, man. I'm telling you. I've moved them around as a younger man, and to move them around now is huge. That's why they don't they're all broken down into major small sections. They don't bring them like that anymore. But yeah, man, sides of beef is crazy. That's some big things, man. And to know that that's real. That's real stuff.
That's a real thing.
You know what I mean? You figure some of the guys do stuff for movies, but no, that's cool. Frazier,
Well, is drinking raw eggs a thing too?
Oh God, man!
Did you remember?
Oh my goodness!
Remember that scene in Rocky? He was drinking raw eggs.
When he drinks the cup of raw eggs.
That can't be good. That can't be good for you.
And then goes for
a 10-mile jog or something.
Yeah, with 10 miles.
Hold up, let me do something. Sorry.
I would have been barfing all over myself.
Oh, for sure. That's why I was asking, our boxing coaches and trainers whether that's a thing or not, or whether that was just
What did you say? What did you say?
Drinking raw eggs.
It used to be.
I tried that stuff. I threw up. I can't eat raw eggs. I can't eat raw eggs. Even I can't eat a lot of yellow. But if you if they're not cooked all the way, I'll vomit. And my mom, all my family too, for some reason. Nobody can eat them eggs like raw.
Yeah. It's I mean, the purpose is
You get the nutrients. There are many vitamins and nutrients and antioxidants found in raw eggs.
It's that protein too, right?
It's the number one thing is the protein, but I mean, you can get your protein in other ways than eating.
The problem is you can also give yourself salmonella poisoning.
Right.
Right. So that's a big thing. That's a big thing. Like I know a teacher that I went to high school with that he used to eat that raw egg thing, and he pushed us away from that, man. For all the all the people that were on the sports teams who were talking about stuff like that, he's like, "Listen, man, you don't want salmonella poisoning. You don't want to be crapping out stuff out of your butt." That was like, it was very bad, he said. So
I was supposed to turn. I'm sorry. I was supposed to turn this. Like, keep talking.
I never tried it. I ain't about it. I'm not down for the raw eggs. I'll cook mine and eat them that way.
So how do they
no
cut
raw
weight
eggs?
We were talking about a fighter today, and he dropped something like 25 pounds, and you're thinking to yourself, I can gain 25 pounds pretty easily, but how do you lose 25 pounds? Like,
well, first of all, you can sweat 10 pounds out in a sauna in a sweatsuit in a couple of hours.
Seriously?
Yeah, you can.
Like if you're lean,
real quick. Real quick. I saw Ali. This is when I first saw it. You know, Abilene cream. They used to take makeup off. Yep. It'll make you sweat. Everybody was doing it. Ali was getting it. And everybody would buy it and rub it on your body and put layers of clothes, and you lose a lot more water. Abilene, you never did that. You ever do it?
I never tried it.
Exactly. If you don't have Abilene, Vaseline works too, but Abilene's the best.
Oh, but Vaseline is too thick and it keeps your pores, and it take a while for your sweat. This is what I was told. If you put Vaseline on, Vaseline is heavy and strong, and it'll take a while before your pores are open. But Abilene is thin. It's thin, and it cleans you. It's a cleanser. It'll clean you when you put it on. So when you put it on, you sweat right away.
Oh yeah. Wow. Other than that, sweatsuits, man, and saunas, or garbage bags under your tracksuit. And
that's dangerous. That's dangerous too.
It is dangerous. You gotta be very careful when you do that stuff, because you can
put holes in the bag.
Definitely. You can overheat, overexert yourself. You can give yourself, you can do yourself some damage. But you can easily drop 10 pounds in a sweat session, man. If you're in there to sweat,
that's dangerous. That's dangerous.
It's dangerous. It's very dangerous. But people do it, man.
I was talking about a boxer today on the news show about he was talking about his previous fight, and basically what had happened was he had dehydrated himself so much that he was suffering from kidney failure in the ring, and they had to take him to the hospital. He stayed 3 days in the hospital. He was near death because he dehydrated so much to the point where he couldn't even fight anymore. He was winning the early rounds. He lost the later rounds. The fight ended in a draw, he was saying. But more importantly, he was on a stretcher and out to a hospital within minutes after his fight.
And the worst thing about the dehydration, the second worst thing is that it takes away the water from your muscles. That's why you feel weaker. But the number one thing is that it takes away from the liquid in your brain. Like your brain needs that liquid. So like when you're dehydrated, there's not as much water in you. So just little things, you don't think straight. And in a sport like boxing, when you need your reflexes and reaction time, you need to be able to think straight, right? So that's why dehydration is not good for your performance.
So let's go back to my question. How do you cut weight?
Go ahead. That's what I'm asking. What his weight was.
No, I'm curious. How do you cut weight? Like if you're being trained professionally, and it's not a question of just simply sweating it out, how do you cut weight?
Go ahead, Tim. I'll go second.
I think we've lost his mic.
Oh,
I'm here. You guys are all frozen, actually. I'm actually looking at the funniest 3 pictures I've ever seen of you guys ever.
Really? I'm frozen too?
Yo, Cedric, you're frozen like you were the other night when you were taking that nap during watching live. Yo, Tim's got his hand up protected like he's about to just throw a punch in somebody's mouth. And Graham, you've got such a serious face. You're like,
you hear my audio? Because I can't hear Tim.
I can hear you guys now. There you go. You're starting to move. So you're starting to move now. Honestly,
The only person that's frozen. The only person that's frozen for me is Tim. You guys, I
yeah,
can see both of you guys.
Tim's frozen now. I think he got upset and he gave the. There he goes.
Oh, there we go.
He's back. Oh,
He's there. We can still hear him. It's good.
no, he's
Okay,
not.
it's okay.
You
go.
Oh,
You can explain it.
yeah. No, now we can hear you. No, you're good now. You're good now. You're good now. You're good now.
Testing. No, you go ahead and explain about weight because you were lighter weight, and I really all we did was train all day, chop wood, work out and stuff. I think you better more. You can explain more about the weight losing.
As far as cutting weight, you want to first of all do it safely. So hopefully as a professional, you're gonna know months ahead of time your fight. It's a little bit harder as an amateur because you can get called at any time for a club show. You can get called next week for a club show. So for amateur, I try to tell the boxers to not get more than 10 pounds. Well, the 18 and up one, like that, the seniors, the little kids. You don't want to make little kids be cutting weight and stuff like that. Right. But the older ones, I try to tell them try not to get more than 10 pounds over your weight, because other than if you more than 10 pounds, like if you're in training camp, then it's more so. You're more so, they call it a fat camp. You're not really working on your skills. You're just working to get off weight. You're not working actual skills. Now, some boxers will say that they use training camp to get into shape, but like if that's the case, that might work. But your skills are always going to be the same. Like you're never going to improve. Like what you are is always going to be the same thing. Meanwhile, like if you can get down to a good weight and focus more on your skills, each fight you should be improving a little bit for your career, as opposed to just gaining 30 pounds and have to worry about losing 30 pounds in 3 months for your fight. Right. And that's when guys wait to the last second, have to lose 10 pounds in a couple of days, and you have to starve yourself, wear garbage bags, all things that get you dehydrated. So the safe way is to cut out the junk food and stuff like that. But the cut out the extra carbs. So you want to have extra protein. So the chicken and turkey and stuff like that. That has to be a mainstay, because as you're losing weight, you still want to maintain your muscles, and the protein is for your muscles. So you can cut down everything else, but water and protein is one of the number one things that need to stay consistent. The carbs, cut out the not just cut it out, but cut it down, like the bread, the pasta, stuff like that. The heavier carbs you can still have, but just have smaller portions. That's the other thing, portion size.
Man,
you want to try, like everyone has the idea of not to eat late at night, but no one really understands the reason why. The reason why is because at nighttime, like when you eat food, just getting up and walking around, that's your metabolism is working to break down the food into your body, to break down your body. When you eat late at night, what do most people do? You'll come home, eat a big meal, sit in front of the TV, and then just go to bed and fall asleep, right? So you're not doing anything to work that off. So the next day when you're working out the food from the day before. So going back to portion sizes, whether just keeping a simple breakfast, lunch, and dinner, you want to try to have your bigger meal earlier in the day, have a medium-sized lunch, and a smaller dinner. That way you have the whole day to burn off the food that you're eating. And so at nighttime, you have that small, and you won't get hungry at night, because a lot of people complain, say that they get, hunger cravings at nighttime. That's because you didn't eat enough during the day. If you ate enough during the day, then you wouldn't have those hunger cravings at nighttime.
Something wrong again?
Oh. No. Here we go. No, we're good. We're good.
Oops.
Honestly, I found with dropping weight. I've dropped huge weight to get in a ring. I went from 336 pounds to 155. And,
wow.
Yeah, man.
Whoa! Wait! Yeah. You was 155?
Yeah, man. I got pictures of it, brother. I was competing.
How tall are you? How tall?
I'm 5'8".
Wow.
Okay.
So yeah, man. I dropped to 155. How I did it, man? I worked out literally 6 to 7 days a week, but it was all about portion control. Knowing your sizes of portions, cutting out your sugars, your starches, your alcohols, which is big. Alcohol's a big one. I weighed my food, man. I made sure that I ate 8 ounces of greens with every single meal. I made sure that I used, non-creamy dressings, always like an oil-based dressing. I didn't use, no butters, no margarines. And just kept I kept it really clean. No pop, nothing like that, no juice, just strictly water. And the weight just, it was just shredding off, shreds off. And it's all about portion control, man. As long as you can create the right kind of portion and stick to that and learn to be sufficient off that, you'll be fine. The weight will just drop off. It's just curving the overeating habits, because everybody overeats, right? Like one serving of protein, everybody believes, I get a chicken breast, a boneless, skinless chicken breast. That's actually 2 servings of protein. That's not just one. So it's learning your portion control, right? Like 3.5 ounces of protein is equal to one protein serving, right? So if you're supposed to have a protein with dinner, take that chicken breast, you want to lose some weight, and butterfly it and cut it in half, and take that boneless, skinless breast and make it into 2 meals. So things like that. And when you start to learn that you can actually fill yourself up with better stuff other than breads and starches and sugars and all that kind of stuff, it just starts to fall off, man. Don't worry, Cedric, you're gonna see when we start training, brother.
I got you.
You're going to start training, huh?
We're going to start training, and then I'm going to come see you, Tim, and then we're going to start training.
Hey, I would love to. I train today I only ran, I ran 30 minutes on the treadmill twice, yesterday and today, but, I have been having things, I've been doing a lot of things, but I was eating oatmeal and pasta in the same day, and I found out that was a no-no. 2 starches, two. Yeah, I was doing that, but I really never had a problem with the weight. And my trainer told me to start drinking alcohol. Start drinking drink a beer.
Oh.
If you get, he just told me take a beer, and I started drinking beer. Why did he tell me?
Beer put on big weight.
He don't want me to gain weight because I was 197 for like 4 fights. Yeah.
So instead of eating, he was telling you to drink beer to not get more hungry.
Yo, beer will curve your appetite quick time, bro. Beer curves your appetite quick time. Why do you think these alcoholics out there today, men, don't eat, bro? It's because they drink that beer, and that beer's good enough. Beer is one of those things, man. I tell you right now, if you cut beer out and you don't even work out and you're overweight, you will drop 20 pounds in the first month that you stop drinking beer. That's how dangerous.
Makes sense.
It's crazy.
Health tips from the Friday night panel.
Health tips from the Friday night panel as I crack a beer. Oh, and Tim's face is frozen perfectly for that answer right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
man.
classic. That's classic.
I know, it is classic.
Looks like we had a guest come in from Cuba. Is that the Cuban flag that fellow's showing us?
No, Puerto Rican.
Ah.
Yeah, big Puerto Rican day, I guess.
Go on.
Yeah, you back, champ. Oh, looks like we lost him again.
He left.
Maybe his phone died.
Yeah, we kicked him out.
What
Yo,
the
don't
heck
worry.
is this
Don't
here?
worry. We're going to see him on the 21st. We're going to go see him on the 21st. We're taking a trip down to Windsor. It's going to be the first time that our Knockout of the Week award show is going to be done face to face.
He is. He took a drink when he took a drink. He took a drink.
Cedric.
So I guess Paul took a break this weekend or something like that. I called him right before we started. Maybe they could have gotten something. And these other 2 guys, this doctor and this other guy had a podcast, was supposed to come on. But what I'm gonna try to do is get some boxers on. I'm really gonna try to get Buster Douglas, and let me see if there's somebody else that I'm tight with. I can get Ray Mercer on probably. I could probably get Ray. Yeah, I was with him. I told you already what I did, right? With Larry Holmes. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
I told you I apologized to him.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I apologize. Hey, now I feel better about it. I feel better.
That's good. And I know you guys are rekindling that relationship.
Yeah, but he had to start paying because he's the only one that don't. Yo, that's how, if he has more money than another boxer, and the other boxer, we love the sport, so we love the sport, and we know we need help. We know we need a union. He know that there's a lot of boxers out there that need help,
Yeah.
You know, just throw me a couple of crumbs. That's all.
That's it.
You got all that money.
Oh man, this is great. Man, we're almost getting to that time. We should start wrapping up, I guess. What
Is there what time? Is there fights on tonight?
there are
There's one fight for sure.
there are cards on our secret little. I believe there is on our secret little website that we use.
Oh, a secret website.
So tonight, no, on our one, we only got slap fighting championships. If you guys want to watch that,
Slap fighting championships.
Slap fighting.
Have you seen this? Have you seen this thing?
It's
Have you
You
intense.
seen it? Slap fighting.
Have you
yeah,
seen
it's
it?
ridiculous.
It's
No,
ridiculous.
but you can more quicker when you slap.
Oh, you know what?
No, it's
Have
just
you guys-
one.
have you
one
guys
it's
seen
more of
the
a
one?
hook slap, like to the side.
Oh,
Right.
oh.
Have you guys seen
That
the
stink. That
one-handed
might
boxing?
stink.
Have you guys seen the one-handed boxing yet? Where the guys are tied to a table and they only get one hand,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and they stand in front of each other,
I ain't
literally like a foot and a half,
doing that.
and they're on an arm wrestling table, but they're tied to it, and all they do is the bell goes, and both guys just start going and throwing punches at each other. It's wild. It's wild. And then the guy gets knocked out, and he can't hit the floor because his hand's tied to the table. So he dangles there like this.
Have you seen the new triad sport? The new triad combat sport?
No.
It's a triangle shaped ring. Well, I guess it's not a ring, but triangle shaped arena. And you're pitting boxers against MMA fighters, but it's also a mishmash of rules too. So anyway, this is a brand new thing being brought
From
to
Triller.
us by Triller.
Yeah, that's amazing, actually. No, this is brand new, right? They're
Brand
just
new.
launching this.
I think their first fight is actually coming up. I think
November 27th.
so in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, Triller unveils Triad Combat Rulist full fight card for November 27th. That's gonna be.
You said
You know what? It's gonna be. I don't know what to think of it, man.
Somebody
Didn't Triller
sabotaged.
just drop a huge fight? They dropped the Cambosa Jr. fight.
Yeah.
It got picked up by Eddie Hearn. And what did they say? They said that they wanted to get out of the clown game. They wanted to get out of the circus. And this is how they get out of the circus, by inventing another circus.
Well, isn't Pulev headlining that?
You know what? Let's check it out. Let's see.
Like a big boxer's headlining that event.
Let's see what this card's looking like.
Pretty sure it's Kubrat Pulev.
Yes, it is. He's taking on. Come on, the headliner is former UFC heavyweight champion Frank Mir. Is
Right.
going to take on Kubrat Pulev.
Wow.
Mir has not competed in MMA since beating Roy Nelson in October of 2019. He did make his boxing debut in May against former IBF champion Steve Cunningham. And, Pulev is best known for former IBF champion who went 28-2, with his only two losses coming to boxing superstars Klitschko and Joshua. Matt Mitrione is also on this card, another UFC heavyweight against Alexander Flores. We got Mike Perry and Seiko.
Does it mention what the major rule changes are? Like, are they allowed to grapple? I think it's just straight up.
I
Almost
haven't
street
seen the
fighting.
rules.
Because I think they use lighter gloves, and I think they want knockouts basically.
That's what I want. That's what I want. But you know what? It's you know what? This is going to be a joke, man. If you're mixing two combative sports together, new rule changes, you're creating a whole new platform for fighting. Let's see what it's going to be like. Is it going to be a circus? We don't know yet. But it's weird that Triller said that they wanted to get away from the Circus Act, and they've just gone and created their own Circus Act. So
Right.
it's kind of ridiculous.
It reminds me of when Muhammad Ali went in against that other mixed martial arts fighter, and the guy just laid on his back and started just kicking Muhammad Ali, and Muhammad Ali didn't know how to react. Was that Muhammad Ali did that?
Not
guys
sure.
remember
Maybe
that?
George Foreman, one of them guys.
Long time ago, but I think it was Muhammad Ali and went up against some mixed martial arts who just laid down his back and just started kicking away like a. I was about to say like a girl, but that would be wrong.
Yes.
Show my age there. Sorry.
Ali tried MMA, and it was Ali versus Antonio Inoki.
Right.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, that was back June 26th, 1976 is when that happened.
Wow, dude, I remember that.
Yeah.
Holy wow.
He did. Yeah,
I was only
Muhammad
a
Ali
teenager
fought
at that
this
time.
karate attached, but he laid on the ground and just was kicking his feet.
Hit the soles of his feet.
Out, man. Just Google Muhammad Ali versus mixed martial arts. It'll pop up right away. The video's there. You guys can check it out, man. It's kind of funny.
It is funny. It is funny. It is.
It's very funny.
That
being said, we're at the end of our time.
Thank you.
So we're gonna wrap it up here. Again, to all the people watching around the world, thank you very, very much for tuning in to the Friday Night Panel with none other than myself, Graham, Cedric Ben, and two-time heavyweight champion of the world, Tim Witherspoon. Woo! Woo!
Quickly, did you see that comment?
I heard
Triad combat,
and I instantly thought 3-man deathmatch.
That's brilliant. That's pretty good, actually.
Yo, Triad combat, it made me think of Pride because Pride was owned by the Triad. That's what it made me think of, man. That's hilarious, though. 3-man deathmatch.
Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. What happened?
Oh, we're still here.
We can still hear you, champ. We can still hear you.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to see if I can get somebody. Next week.
All right. Sounds
get
good.
Buster Douglas in here.
Yeah, get Buster.
Okay. I'm gonna make the call. I was running around, trying to build a YouTube channel up, and I got the clothing line. The clothing line started. So we're just trying to put everything together. I've been running around, and then I gained like 7 to 10 pounds, and I want to go back to training too. So I'll concentrate. And listen, Monday I'm gonna call and see if we can get him on. See if he'll come on.
All right, awesome. I can't wait.
You have our numbers.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Talkin' Fight fans, thanks for tuning in to the Friday Night Panel, 7:00. We'll see you next week. Same time, same channel. We got to go get to work so you guys don't have to. Saturday night, watching live at Talkin' Fight. Don't forget to check that out. We'll let you know what fight we will be watching. Sunday, make sure you join us for the Knockout of the Week award because there's definitely going to be some damn knockouts this weekend. And we're definitely going to pin a new champion. And, yeah, man, I'm excited. Cedric, I know you're excited for these knockouts just like I am. But, yeah, that being said, man, we got fight cards to watch. So to all you fans that tuned in, thank you very much. And we'll see you next week. Same time, same channel. Friday Night Panel.